turn down my music. I am back. It's Journey with Nurse G. And while I'm charging my car, I realized that life has been lifing and I have not been able to come and give you guys a video. And so I said for 2025, I'm very clear on what I want my intentions to be. I'm very clear on what I want for my goals. And it was very hard for me to come in front of the camera before I had certain things lined up. So to backtrack or piggyback or fill in the gaps between the last video and where I am now, I have left that position. I left it in December. Throughout the process of the orientation, it started off really good. I started off with a night shift crew, which is always the best crew. And when I transitioned to days, things just got really crazy really fast. I tried to do my due diligence by trying to stay with the company and I'm just trying to make it work, and it just didn't work. So I resigned with no backup. In the 3.5 years that I have been a nurse, I have never left a job without a job already lined up. Like, I have left multiple jobs. Like, that's one thing I'm going to do. If I feel like you are threatening my nursing license, if I feel like I'm consistently getting unsafe assignments and things like that, especially in Texas where we did not have a union that really backed us up when it comes to safe staffing, I was quick to leave because if anything happens, I'm going to be the person that will have to stand before a judge and explain my actions. And so it was really a faith move. I prayed about it. I cried about it. I vented about it. And a lot of people was just like, well, just stick it through. And one of the things that I realized was the people who I was talking to didn't have the background that I have. They were in various different they were in various different career journeys that were very vastly different than mine. When you are dealing with the life of somebody else, you can't just stick it through. You know what I mean? When you understand that your life is on the line, well, not your life is on the line, but your nursing license is on the line and somebody else's life is on the line, you have to make clear, concise decisions and make sure that when you are practicing safe. I did not feel like I was practicing safe at that hospital just due to the humps that they have in management and things like that. And so I left with no prospects. I enjoyed my Christmas. I was able to still, give my children a great Christmas. I was able to spend that time off with my husband. I have worked, I think this was the first year that I had Thanksgiving and Christmas off. Thanksgiving, I was working. Christmas, I resigned, so I had it off anyway. But in the year since I've started working, I have not had both off. I was able to spend time with my family. My sister had a baby, and I was able to advocate for her because they were doing their big one. But they didn't know that she had 2 big dogs, has guests. My mom was the L&D nurse of 35 years, and I was a postpartum nurse for 3.5 years. So they wasn't playing, or we weren't playing for that matter. I'm thankful to God because I would say that she had a traumatic birth, but had we not been there advocating for her, it would have been worse. So, sometimes we just never know why God does things. We question him a lot. But I know hands down, if I was working, I would not be able to show up for her in the manner that I was able to show up for her. And so, if nothing else, I thank God. We are almost 2 months out. She is doing well. My nephew is doing well. And so, I thank God for that. I started off the year in Jamaica. I might insert a picture. With my cousin. I had an amazing time with a bunch of her friends, and I feel like that really set the tone for my year. There's a lot of different things that I want to incorporate, especially when it comes to me. Like, since I became a nurse, I have been taking care of everybody else, putting my family above myself and neglecting me. And so this is the year that I said no more. I started off my year on the beach in a bikini by the pool. It was amazing. I felt so refreshed and so restored. And so a couple of days after my birthday, I interviewed for a position and I got the job right on the spot. We are now in February, and I have since started the orientation process. So I'm so thankful to God, because I know that it's God. Like, I know that I've been really hustling, just to try to make things work. And I feel like God really wanted me to rest. I feel like he forced me to rest because I wasn't going to rest on my own. Like, money need to be made. I got to take care of this. I got to take care of that. Like, that's my mentality. Even when I was in Houston, like, the pay difference is not the same. And so it's like, all right, boom, I got to go pick up another shift. Like, I was always hustling and bustling just to make sure that my family's needs were met. And so I feel like, since transitioning to New York, my priorities are very different. I feel like within working, God still wants me to rest, and God still wants me to take time to take care of myself. And so throughout this process, I have prioritized therapy. I found a therapist that I absolutely adore. I found a hairstylist. I found a nail tech. I do plan on, getting my lashes done consistently. And I know these things sound very vain, but what you might not understand is, since I became a mom, all the things that I used to do for myself, I stopped. Before I had children, my hair was always done. My nails was always done. I always had my lashes. I was very put together. And I feel like, not to say that I looked shabby, but my kids always came first. My husband always came first. And I'm realizing that I matter too. I matter too. And so I have to start prioritizing my mental health. I'm very big on, when I look good, I feel good. And these are the things that I'm going to start incorporating. And so I think, leaving that job and starting my year off the way that I started it really set the tone for 2025. And I do want to document this journey. I have been very inconsistent with posting, because it's just like, it's very hard for me to post or record rather. The posting is not the issue, it's recording when I'm not in a good mental space. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I don't want to be on the internet crying, like, I'm sorry, that's just my ministry. But I think that we are in a new leaf, or I've turned a new leaf. I'm so thankful for this new opportunity, for this new door. And I plan to vlog just my point of view. I plan to vlog me, how would I say it? I wouldn't even say coming back to myself. I'm reinventing myself, you know what I mean? Like, people always say, I'm just a flamingo who lost her pink. And I'm getting my pink back. And one of the things that I'm realizing, that it's not going to be the same. The way that I did things, the way that I operate, the way that my life was, is not going to be the same now that I have, 2 children and a husband. Life looks different. And I think that I'm willing to explore what this different looks like. So I'm excited. I'm really excited, because I have wanted to be in the specialty for a very long time. And every single time that the position was there, it was just a nick of time that somebody else got the last position. And so I was left in postpartum. And so, although I left postpartum, I don't play by my mamas. But I'm excited about this new door. And I plan to maybe post videos, maybe once every 2 weeks or once a week. I don't know. I'm not going to make a commitment. But I am going to make time, especially like I have to charge my car consistently. So, I can choose this time to record because my life is busy. You know what I mean? I'm learning new things. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. But I am going to try to at least record once a week and make it my duty to post. That's all I got. So welcome to 2025. We crossed over. We did it. I'm so excited for this new year. And I'm excited to see what God does. I'm excited to see how good it can get in 2025. Yeah. I'm excited to see how God just uses this year to blow my mind. 2024 was a very depressing year. I've had to make some tough decisions. that I'm still in therapy trying to process. But I believe that God is going to blow my mind in 2025, and I'm excited about it. So that's all I got, y'all. I love you, and I call you blessed. Bye.